Hey, I'm Jacob Soboroff. You're watching HuffPost Live. Today, I am joined right here on set by someone who is a living rags to riches story. He waited tables by day, he launched a tech company by night, and now it's worth over $100 million. Cut me off a piece of that. He's currently running one of Canada's top technology companies, and he's also the star of ABC's Shark Tank. I want to welcome Robert Herjavec to HuffPost Live. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Jacob.
How's it going?
It's going great. Well, it's pretty good, yeah.
I want to show everybody your website here. So what are we seeing here? You have your Ferrari challenge.
It's my personal, I lead this funky dual life. I have a personal media stuff, and then I run a very dry, boring computer business, which is boring to everybody except me. Right, no, I love that stuff.
And here's Shark Tank. Did you ever expect Shark Tank to be as popular as it is?
No. But, you know, you can never underestimate people's dreams. And I think that's the great thing about the show is if the five of us up there can do it, anybody can do it.
Tell me about what was your secret? How did you become a self-made multi-millionaire? You know, how did it all happen?
It's funny. Everybody wants a shortcut, right? That's the most common question people always ask me. Tell me the key.
Yeah.
And there is no magic. It's just a lot of little things you got to do every day. Success is all those boring, sexy things that have to get done every single day to move the ball forward. You know, one of the nice things about having a little bit of money is you can afford to do the things you love to do. And I love to race cars. So I own a Ferrari race team. I race all over the world. And I'm going to the Austin Grand Prix for the Ferrari race, Formula One, and then Valencia, Spain.
What did you make of everybody giving Mitt Romney a hard time when he said, oh, you know, I love NASCAR. I know a lot of the owners.
Yeah, you know, I don't have a problem with that. You know, I'm really torn on the whole Romney-Obama thing.
Oh, let's hear it.
Like, half of me loves Romney because he's a business guy. And I think he's got a great business plan. But I'm not sure he's really that connected with the average person, you know, with comments like that. Sure. I think you got to be careful. But I think he's very success-driven. On the flip side, I love Obama. I mean, I think he's a great leader. I think he's a great human being. But I worry that success in America is becoming a dirty word. You know, to me, America, I come from a communist country. My dad escaped from jail to bring us to Canada and then here. So when we heard America, when I was young, it was the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, if I saw a guy drive down the street in a Ferrari, there was no part of me that said, screw him. I said, how can I get one? Good for him. And I worry that today in America, we're churning the other way. I'm not sure there's a simple answer.
I know we have people that want to talk to you, obviously, but before we do that, I want to talk about ChordBuddy. I have it up on my screen.
Oh,
I'll take a look at this. Tell me about ChordBuddy. What is it? And it's going towards charity.
You know, it is, and I can't talk a lot about what we're doing with it, but it's a fantastic story. You know, this is what makes America so great. I mean, think about this. The guy invented this product. It's $39.95. He comes on our show. He's selling 2 to 3 a day, him and his wife, in their kitchen. That was February. Since then, we've done $1.8 million of a product that sells for $39. In fact, it's doing so well, we just hired John Rich from Big and Rich.
Wow.
I don't know if you're a big country guy.
You know, I'm always down.
Because you look like a country guy. Okay. But we hired him to represent the product. And now we just bought a factory in Alabama and employ 20 people. This is how we're going to get employment back. I really believe that small business and industry is going to get this economy back.
Let's introduce some members of the Google Hangout that want to talk to you. Alan Raphael, VP of Business Development at Femto Metrics. Ali Reza Nazemi, bioengineering student here in LA. And Danielle Leslie, Business Development Manager in San Francisco, California. Welcome, all of you, to HuffPost Live. Danielle, you got a question for Robert?
I am a former failed startup founder, so I came from sort of the online world, and now I'm more interested in this personality-driven brand businesses. So I co-host a web show with a girlfriend of mine on marketing and business tips, and you're becoming this personality-driven brand. So I want to ask you, how do we take a web-based webisode show from just 2 women creating webisodes, creating content, to a multi-million-dollar company that's led and driven by our personalities and the knowledge we're sharing with the world?
Well, Danielle, that's a great question. So I'm a TV guy, but I'm a very reluctant TV guy. So what I've learned is you got to promote yourself. I was a very shy guy. I was the guy who would never talk about himself. I'd be the guy in the corner, typical nerdy computer guy. So I've learned you've got to be out there. I think the challenge you have is it's really easy today, look at you, you have a web-based TV show, and you probably have access to the same computing power as a multi-billion-dollar company. So that's the good news, right? The bad news is, so do I. And so do 1,000 other people out there, right? So anybody can compete with you. You've got to create a brand for the business you're trying to create. So the challenge is, I think you got to get out there. The one thing I've learned about web-based TV shows is third-party verification. You got to become an expert in your space. So I would look at trying to go to newspapers and traditional media or corporations and endorsing them why marketing is good for you, why branding is good for you. You got to become the source that people come to for advice, because Danielle, no one's going to find you on the worldwide interweb. It can be a very scary place.